So this was alerted to me on Twitter by someone who I guess was mad that how I guess USA Today wrote about this. But it's very cool nonetheless, and I'll get to what USA Today wrote about it. So it was a 23-minute speed run on a computer, blindfolded, of Super Mario World.
Only 3 deaths.
Only 3 deaths, which were
no game overs,
and two out of 3 deaths were on the final Bowser Castle.
Mm-hmm.
One was at a random level, I think, in the first world, and just an amazing feat. It's almost like you think it's not true when you're watching it, but then when you realize that speedrunners do this like almost for like a living, how often they play these games like that, it's muscle memory. Not just knowing the timing of the levels, but they hear the sounds of the jumps, and so it just clicks in their head what's going on.
What was so interesting to me watching it was how much sound cues were his map.
Sure.
Just even watching the first level that he does, he runs constantly, and you can tell he's jumping at precise moments in the song. There are spots where you can tell he gets a little confused as to where he might be, and he waits kind of for the music to start again, because if you've played the game long enough, you know how certain enemies will move and what their positions will be during parts in the song. A lot of people are like, well, no, this is bullshit, how can you do it? Well, no, games are mechanical, they're code, they're programmed, especially at this point, and it's almost always, that Koopa is almost always going to be there when that note hits, so you jump when that note hits.
Sure. So the YouTube name is Pangaea Panga, if you didn't know that. So, of course, the only way you can beat this game this quickly is if you go to the Star World. And then you go and get all those, the keys unlocked, the next one to go around the star. It's been so long since I beat Super Mario World. And then that's how you go. Basically you only have to play through the first world, a teeny bit of the second one. You get the secret ghost world where you fly up with the key, open that, go to the Star World, get out of the Star World, basically
takes you directly to
Bowser's Castle. And defeating Bowser. And that's where he had a little bit of trouble.
He also got lost in Star World for a little while.
He got lost in the Star World. He got off the wrong leg of it, which I thought was the funniest part, because to me that would be the easiest thing, would be navigate the Star World, but that was the thing that gave him a little bit of trouble. He's like, oh, I'm in the Star World. Can't click forward. I got to go back down the pipe and go to the Star World. But yeah, then on Bowser, there was one time where he screwed up the timing, because the way he defeated Bowser was ingenious. The way he would fly up and then fall back onto whatever those mechanical guys are called.
Thus knocking them into Bowser as opposed to knocking them and throwing him.
I never thought of that ever. Here I am being an idiot as a kid, like doing it the old-fashioned way.
I never thought of it that way either. I always did it the old traditional way, which is so silly now. So it's an amazing feat. And it's not like it was flawless because he had to think about it. It wasn't like he would go to a door and automatically push up. He would push all the way to the right, making sure he was at the end, then inch back, hit the door. You know what's really impressive, though? I don't know if you actually went to the YouTube video and read any of the comments.
I did not.
He started practicing blind strategies on June 16th.
So then in a week he did it?
And by, I think it was...
23rd is the video.
Is it? June 24th.
The full run started on the 20th, and then 23rd is the full run.
So, yeah, he did it in like a week.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure he's obviously, like you said, he's probably speedrun the shit out of this game before. I'm blindfolded, but...
Well, he probably, and this is when we get into the USA Today write-up, which I thought was humorous, but people were offended by it, is that he probably doesn't have a lot of other stuff to do. Maybe he's a college kid or high schooler that summer vacation maybe he has off. But the USA Today write-up...
I didn't think... I mean, it was kind of...
It was tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, I think it was tongue-in-cheek. I mean, it was kind of a jab, but I don't think they were necessarily trying to insult him.
They were writing to their audience. It's USA Today. They're writing to, middle America and everyone else. But USA Today said, you can watch this grown man play a video game blindfolded in 23 minutes and marvel at his ability to clear the game. Or you could go out on this Wednesday morning and start learning a new language, start growing a garden, volunteer, or read a book. Then adds, I wanted to watch the guy beat Super Mario World blindfolded too.
Right, so I don't think it's really...
it's tongue-in-cheek.
Yes, exactly.
And then it goes on to say, his YouTube name is Pangaea Panga. I assume this isn't his name, but maybe it is. Whatever the case, Pangaea Panga is an accomplished video game speedrunner, and we should all hope to one day lack the responsibilities he does, so he too can successfully play video games blindfolded. I think that's fucking hysterical.
I think it's funny.
I'm sorry. I think it's funny because there's a grain of truth to that, and it's still giving the guy his props.
Well, like you said, there are periods in your life where you don't have these
No.
responsibilities. You don't have a lot of time, or you don't have a lot of things you need to do. If provided, I mean, for instance, say he is a college student, like you said, maybe he doesn't want to go out and party. Maybe he doesn't want to go out and drink. Maybe he just wants to, do this shit. That's fine.
Yeah, let's be honest. If you develop within a week a method to defeat Super Mario World blindfolded, you probably don't have much responsibilities. But that's the truth.
But you also have a pretty interesting skill.
Yes, that's fine. I spent one summer in high school playing Civilization 2. It was a monumental waste of time. I barely got my summer reading done. My dad would yell at me. But it was fun. And now I probably could run the free world better than a lot of politicians because of that planning and strategery. But hey, that's a skill.
I wasted almost a year of my life speedrunning DuckTales.
Well, there you go. So don't get mad at USA Today. Oh, he's making fun of gamers mainstream. It's like, fucking cares. It's a write-up. The fact that they're running the story is great. Hell, because of that stuff, outlets like this, it has like 800,000 views, this video. That's incredible. So good for you, Pangea Ponga.
Yeah, that was awesome to watch. I was actually in disbelief when he did the water level because I felt
because
I felt like that would be the hardest to get down.
there was one where he was like, I think, avoiding the big Bertha fish by like going underneath and like knowing the timing of how far to push down.
It's because there is an exactness to it, but it also feels very unexact. So I feel like he had to find places where he could bump his head and go by that because there's your big sound cue.
Sure.